Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited to jump in today's crafting tutorial because it is something that I have never tried before, and it's just this really cool craft that I just learned about on TikTok. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to print on tissue paper and then transfer those designs onto candles. So if you're curious to see how I made these, then keep watching. Guys, so for this craft you're gonna need a few things. You're gonna need some type of candle. I'm using this pillar candle today. That's what I find to be the easiest because they are wide and tall. You can fit a nice design on here. You're also going to need some white tissue paper, some wax paper, some type of heat gun, some cardstock, and then whatever device you are printing your design from. I'm using my iPad today. And I'm just going to be printing this on my regular office DeskJet printer. This is an HP DeskJet 3755. All right, guys, I'm super excited to jump into this, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is prepare our tissue paper to be printed on. Now, if you are using tissue paper that feels like rough paper on both sides, then you're fine. But if you're using gift tissue like I am, where it feels like more like paper on one side and you can clearly feel like a glossy finish on one side, I recommend that you have the side that feels more like paper facing up so that it's printed on, just so you don't run the risk of like your ink smearing on this glossy side or anything like that. I'm going to cut out my tissue paper to be slightly bigger than this piece of cardstock. Okay, so then you're going to want to center up your cardstock on your piece of tissue paper. And don't forget, have the glossy side touching the cardstock and the more paper matte side facing out. And then you're going to fold your tissue paper over the cardstock like so. And I just like to tape mine down so it is extra secure. Okay, so as you can see, I have my tissue paper taped onto this cardstock. So when I flip it over, the rough matte paper side is facing outward. So now we're just going to load this into our printer and then we're going to get our design ready to print. Okay, so I'm using my iPad and I'm using my app Procreate. So I'm just going to import a photo here. Okay, so I'm going to turn my paper sideways. And because I'm going to do a couple of candles like this, I'm just going to duplicate this layer. Okay, so now I'm ready to print. So here's our tissue paper. As you can see, it printed on there great. The quality is good, and we are ready to put this onto our candles now. So now we are just going to take off our tape and get our tissue paper off of this cardstock. And don't worry about like ripping it because we're gonna be cutting it anyway. Okay, so now you are going to cut your tissue paper and you're gonna cut pretty close to your design. So I just like to cut out my different designs first and then I'll kind of work on them individually. Okay, so there's one design all cut out. Now I'm going to cut out my other one. Okay, and here is our other design ready to go. So now we are ready to put our designs on our candles. And this is the super fun part. And this part is like magic. So again, we are going to put the glossy side down and the paper matte side facing out and up. So now I'm just going to kind of wrap my design around my candle. So now you're just going to take your wax paper and kind of wrap it tight around your candle and design. Like so. And I'm just gonna hold mine at that seam because then I'm going to have to rotate my candle and do the other side. And then you're gonna take your heat gun and you're just going to blow over this until it kind of looks wet. And you'll see what I mean in just a second. And for this part, I do recommend, if you have heat gloves, putting those on. You could use an oven mitt or a towel. I have some heat gloves up here, so I'm just gonna use those because you are blowing this heat gun kind of like in the direction of your hand because you're holding the candle, obviously. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like starting to look kind of wet under there. Okay, and then you're just going to peel off your wax paper. And sometimes you can like see the edges here. So now you're just going to take your heat gun and you're just going to go over that tissue paper. And if you have like a little edge like mine that hangs over the candle, I'm going to heat this up to kind of melt my candle just a tiny bit, just to soften it up. And then I'm going to press those edges down using my wax paper just laying on my desk here. All right, you guys, and here is our first candle. So cute. Now we are ready to do the other one. And I'm actually gonna do a smaller one with this one so that I can just have like two alternating sizes when I have them on my shelf or wherever I decide to put these. So same way as before. Okay, and there is our smaller candle. So cute. Look how amazing these candles came out. I love that they're going to match my craft room, so I just need to find a place to put these, but the possibilities are endless. You could turn around and sell these. I could make all kinds of matching decor around my home to fit whatever theme that room has. And I think these would also make great gifts. I've seen a ton of people also use these for like praying candles or like memorial candles. I think those are really neat. So like I said, the possibilities are really endless when it comes to these. But as always, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please let me know by giving me a big thumbs up. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to drop a comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys think. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other crafting tutorials.